Welcome back to another episode on Growth Journey. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the constant barrage of tasks, meetings, and commitments, wondering how to sift through the noise and truly focus on what matters, then today's video is tailor-made for you. We're about to embark on a deep dive into a simple strategy that can revolutionize how you approach productivity. Why should you watch this? Because by the end of this episode, you'll not only have a secret weapon to skyrocket your efficiency, but you'll also reclaim the precious commodity of time. Intrigued? Then stick around because we're about to unravel a game changer in your growth journey. First things first, why do we say yes while meaning no in the first place? Did you ever wonder why yes slips off our tongue so effortlessly? It's often not about the task itself, but the relationships entwined with it. From colleagues to family, turning down a request can feel like we're rejecting them personally. We naturally want to be seen as cooperative and avoid coming off as rude or distant. Yet this amicability comes at a cost. We're inundated with commitments, some of which neither align with our goals nor enrich our lives. In our attempt to maintain harmony, we sometimes blur the boundaries of our own well-being. Balancing grace with assertiveness is key. Remember, while yes builds bridges, it's okay for no to set boundaries. What are the weights of yes and no? When faced with a request or opportunity, our innate desire to be helpful, supportive, or simply avoid confrontation can push us to say yes. But each yes carries with it a price. Every time you nod in agreement, you're implicitly saying no to countless other possibilities. The British economist Tim Harford eloquently stated, "Every time we say yes to a request, we are also saying no to anything else we might accomplish with the time." Isn't that thought-provoking? Think about the last commitment you took on. Was it a heartfelt yes, or was it a reluctant agreement that you might now be regretting? Share your experiences in the comments. Now let's talk about the true value of no. Turning down opportunities often seems a luxury for the elite. Yet saying no is an essential tool for everyone, irrespective of status. Time, our most precious asset, can easily be squandered. As Pedro Sorrentino aptly noted, "Guard your time or others will claim it." Mastering no is the real productivity hack, a sentiment echoed by Steve Jobs. He believed true focus wasn't about accepting every good idea, but selectively choosing what aligns with one's vision. But remember, being selective doesn't mean shutting out spontaneity or innovation. It's about embracing opportunities that genuinely resonate. As you climb the ladder of success, the stakes of every yes and no change. Initially, it's about warding off distractions and defining your path. But as you grow, it's about choosing the best from the better. Steve Jobs, the visionary behind Apple, once said, "People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. But that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. You have to pick carefully." What are good strategies to master the art of refusal? As you grow in your journey, your decision-making strategy must evolve. Initially, you might weed out blatant distractions, trying everything else that comes your way. However, as you refine your skills and discern the effective from the ineffective, your criteria for saying yes must become stricter. You need to be more selective, not just avoiding distractions, but also foregoing good opportunities to embrace the great ones. Brent Beshore, an investor, aptly remarks, "Saying no is powerful because it preserves the opportunity to say yes." As you evolve, your default response should lean towards no, reserving yes for moments of absolute clarity. How can we get better at this? Tim Harford, the British economist, suggests a technique. He asks himself, "If I had to do this today, would I agree to it?" If something doesn't compel you to dive in immediately, perhaps it's not worth your commitment. This also mirrors Derek Sivers' hell yeah or no approach. If an opportunity doesn't ignite a hell yeah response, it's probably a no. Remember, in both health and productivity, prevention is key. It's often easier to decline a commitment than to later retract one. Making decisions by prioritizing your time can be challenging, but is invariably more rewarding in the long run. In conclusion, more than just being efficient, it's vital to ensure we're effective. Peter Drucker wisely noted, "There is nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not be done at all." Before you dive into tasks, meetings, or commitments, question their relevance. By mastering the art of saying no, you're not limiting your opportunities. You're focusing on the right ones. The journey towards productivity and success isn't about cramming more into your schedule. Sometimes it's about what you deliberately leave out. As you progress in your career and life, let no be a tool that carves your path with precision. If you found value in this content, subscribe to my channel for more insights and strategies. Your support fuels this community. A heartfelt thank you for being part of this journey with us. Until next time, stay focused and empowered.